Hey guys, so today I'm just going to be making a little video on fast food and bulking and ranking everything so you guys can try to figure out where to go while you're bulking. A couple of things I'm going to be rating on is like protein content, just general health of the food, and then price. Um, Not really much else to it, so I'll get started. So Culver's. Not a huge fan. I honestly had to look again at their menu online to see prices of stuff. And just overall, it seems like the burgery places are generally not going to be the best for your health. Obviously, with the beef, it's going to be good for protein, but I'd say general health besides the beef is probably not great. So with that being said, I'd probably put Culver's pretty low because health's pretty low, cost is pretty high. Really wouldn't put it much above E. I'm debating putting it F. Might change that as we go. DQ is a pretty similar story. Very similar price range to Culver's, very similar food type. You might be able to squeeze a little bit out because of the ice cream. I guess they both have ice cream though. Ice cream's good only because it's generally higher like cost to calorie, or lower cost to calorie ratio. So that's the only reason I would put DQ there. Oof. So I might put KFC in D tier. D tier. I was looking up their prices too, and it's maybe a little bit better than Culver's. I think I was looking at Culver's fries, and it was like $1 to like 125 calories on their fries was like the best thing on their menu. KFC was a little better. I'd say 1.5 on a lot of their combos was kind of the norm. And just being chicken, it is fried, but the chicken helps a lot in terms of protein content. So I'm just trying to kind of look at everything else and see. I think these are going to be some of our lower guys, so I'm going to put that D tier. Next up, we got Burger King. So unlike KFC, Culver's, and DQ, Burger King's price point is a lot better. So immediately, I'd put it, if cost not considered, I'd probably put it in E tier with Culver's and DQ. But I'm actually gonna put it. Oof, I've been going to Burger King a lot recently, just because their online orders, you can get like dollar fries, free fries once a week. Their non-deal things are like $1.20 to like $1.80 per burger for their Burger King. I think it's like Chicken Junior or whatever. And then the rodeo burgers are also pretty good for cost. Like we're talking like 2 to 1 across the board, even higher, like 2.5 to 3 in terms of like 300 calories per dollar. So I'm actually gonna put them. Oof. I'm gonna say A tier because good cost, pretty decent protein. Health isn't the greatest, but definitely a lot higher than these guys. And McDonald's is another similar story. I used to go to McDonald's a lot, but their deals have been getting significantly worse pretty rapidly. Their nuggets have gone up in price very quickly. The only saving thing for McDonald's in my eyes is the McChicken, which is still like I think $1.80 for 400 calories. So there's one thing on their menu I would say that's good, and then they also have dollar fries still, I think, but not free fries, and they don't have nearly as good of deals as Burger King as I've been looking. So I'm just gonna put them in B tier, right below, but close second to Burger King. Jimmy John's. This is a hard one because price-wise, it's probably one of the higher ones on this list, but I think obviously health-wise, it's by far one of the best we've reviewed right here. It's a little probably high in carbs and fat because at least what I get. I try to maximize calories is pretty much what I do everywhere. Um, so I got the spicy East Coast Italian at Jimmy John's, which is like 1,400 calories for like 780, but I think it usually ends up being like 9 after tax. So almost get kind of close to that 2-to-1 ratio, or 200-to-1 ratio, but a little bit lower in price, or a little bit higher in price than our Burger King and McDonald's per calorie. So I'm just because it's bulking and we need to get in as many calories, I'm gonna put it equal to McDonald's. Lower cost, much better quality. They're higher cost. I'd say it's significantly higher cost, so I'm gonna put it equal to McDonald's. Panda Express, I would say pretty affordable. You can get like 2,000 calories for like 10 bucks. And pretty healthy too. I would say pretty comparable to Jimmy John's. In my opinion, like if you get chicken teriyaki, it's probably better than just in terms of protein. I know you're not getting all your vitamins and everything. Jimmy John's has a lot of like, tomatoes, lettuce, stuff like that. But I think with Panda Express, you're getting your rice, you're getting your chicken, you can add in some fat with other stuff, maybe get one orange chicken, one teriyaki or something like that. So I am actually going to put Panda Express A tier with Burger King. Got a nice little pairing of like your cheaper, worse options, and your more expensive, better options. Arby's is kind of a tough one. I immediately want to say C tier. I was looking and definitely price-wise a lot better than Culver's or KFC. I know they had like boneless wings that were pretty good, and chicken's gonna be pretty good, and they didn't seem very fried. It was like breaded, baked kind of wings. They're probably fried, but it didn't seem nearly as oily and all that as KFC, but definitely lower in price than or higher in price than McDonald's and Burger King in general, and not as good quality as Panda Express or Jimmy John's. So I would put them C tier. Next, we've got Subway. Subway's hard because, so personally for me, when I was back home, my dad would get these coupons in the newspaper or whatever. It was like $5 for a foot long, or like $9 for 2 foot longs, or 10 for two, and if you're using those, it's really good. But I struggled to get the same deals right now at Purdue, and I cannot seem to get the same deals at Subway. So if you have that as an option, I would say it's higher. But right now, for me, it's pretty healthy, but definitely more expensive than Jimmy John's or Panda Express if you're ordering straight up off the menu, no deals. So I would put it C tier. Wendy's. I think this is going to be one that hurts a lot of people probably. I'm not a huge fan of Wendy's for bulking. I used to eat there a lot when they had 4 for $4 and you can get like cheaper upgrades and everything. I think they had a cheap like 20-piece chicken nugget meal that was pretty good, but overall I was just kind of disappointed in the cost to calorie ratio with Wendy's recently. It definitely seems like it's more of a premium option as opposed to Burger King and McDonald's, and it doesn't, to me, seem to offer any much more health benefit. It might taste a little better. In my opinion, I would say Wendy's, like with the Frosty, it's a nice package, but cost calorie wise, I think I'm gonna have to put it C tier below McDonald's and Burger King, but not a terrible option if it's all you got. Chick-fil-A is a tough one. Definitely more on the expensive side. You're looking at, $7, $8 for a normal chicken sandwich, large fry, and large drink. It's probably around 1,200-ish calories, so We're breaking into that close to 2 range, like Jimmy John's, but I would say just because of like the fried chickenness of it, you can get grilled chicken, but you still got not a great bun. You got the fries, which is great, tastes good. But I might have to put another one in C tier just because of the price and the fact that it's it's definitely more expensive than Burger King and McDonald's, maybe a little bit more healthy, but still kind of that same fast food type thing. Next off, let's go Chipotle. So Chipotle, I would say, is one of the healthiest things on this menu, or out of all these items. That being said, it's probably the most expensive. So I would say a lot of the people who can afford to spend the money on the food are probably going to be getting Chipotle, and I think it's a great option. Especially if you throw in some chips, it's not too bad. But your burrito is going to be probably $8, maybe 1,000, maybe 1,100 calories. But then you can throw in some chips for like $2, $3 that it's going to be, 500, 600 extra calories. So I think if you throw in the chips, get some guac. I think that's pretty calorically dense. I don't know, salsa maybe, queso. You might have to play around to see what's the cheapest, but I would say Chipotle is probably B tier. I would say maybe riding C tier just because of the expensiveness with bulking. Like I couldn't see myself eating there for under like I'm trying to get in 5,000 calories a day right now, and I don't think I could do that for under like 30 to 40 bucks there. So B tier, C tier, somewhere around there. Five Guys is, at least where I am, Five Guys is very expensive and not the greatest food. And I was looking at how many calories, and it's not a ton of calories either. I'd say it's probably one of the worst fast food places for both cost and health. It tastes great, but I think if we're looking at this from a cost health standpoint, I think I might have to put Five Guys in F tier, as much as I love it. And lastly, Taco Bell. Taco Bell is a place I definitely frequent. If you can choke down some cheesy bean and rice burritos, you're going to be in a nice position. So, personally for me, Taco Bell's a huge winner. That 400 to 1 calorie to dollar ratio is just really hard to beat. McDonald's, you can get there with their fries. If you do a dollar fry, you can get that. A lot of times I'll do their frappes, and you can kind of get their Burger King. You're pretty close, $1.50-ish for chicken junior or whatever. 400 calories. You're getting close to that 3 range, but like dollar for cheesy bean and rice burritos, it's just so hard to beat. And the beans have protein, the cheese has protein, the tortilla has a little bit of protein, the rice has a little bit of protein, pretty healthy. Rice is great carb. And there's a lot of other options that are pretty affordable too. There's a lot of $2 chicken burritos on the menu. I get the $5 cravings box a lot, which is like 3 to 1 cost to calorie ratio. So I am going to put Taco Bell in the S tier, and that will round out our rankings. Feel free to leave feedback, or if you would like any other restaurants reviewed. Maybe I can do a eating out one for these. Do some Applebee's and that kind of restaurants if you guys would like that. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and have a great day.